This story begins with a proposal from a boy named Rentaro to Asakawa. He was shy, and she said she also liked his politeness towards others, but she couldn't date him. She left and he was silently destroyed. His friend A told him to cheer up, but he was very sad. A started teasing him and Rentaro was very sad because it was his 100th rejection. And asked how that was possible. Rentaro told him that he had proposed to a little girl in his childhood and that was the time when this counting started. A wasn't concerned with his experience of love and said goodbye to Rentaro because this was their last meeting. Now Rentaro went to a shrine and he started praying. Suddenly a god of love appeared and he was shocked. The god of love told Rentaro that he'd met with his fate or soulmate in high school. Rentaro was excited, and God told him that when he met with her a sudden electric shock would run through their bodies. The girl will know about the love instantly, but he'll take some time to understand the feelings. God told him that a person was destined to meet with his soulmate, but he got a blessing to meet with 100 soulmates, and Rentaro confirmed it once again. 1 month passed and Rentaro was excited. All the students listened to the entrance ceremony. Rentaro was walking and suddenly bumped into 2 girls. A sudden shock ran through their bodies. They were shocked and shy. Rentaro asked to help them, but the pink-haired girl named Hikari said her ankle got twisted and asked for Rentaro's help to the nurse's office. He was upset because he had hurt his soulmate. Hikari was also enjoying it, but the other girl named Karain was jealous, and she also pretended that she had twisted her ankle. Rentaro started hurting himself because of his guilt and now he started helping them and walk, but it was looking like they were helping him. Because the girls were flirting with him, he was enjoying it and now they introduced themselves and were classmates. Suddenly some girls passed by them, and they were talking about wishing for a soulmate with a 4-petaled flower. Suddenly Hikari and Karain started running. Rentaro was shocked. After school 4 hours later Rentaro went back because he was helping his teacher in search of his contact lenses. Suddenly he saw Hikari and Karain. They were searching for the 4-leaf flower. He decided to do something for them and ran. He went to Karain and asked if she found it. She got shy and tried to deny. He offered her a drink. She first refused but accepted it by pretending that she didn't need it. While leaving she thanked him and Rentaro got red, and she ran. Suddenly Hikari came and he offered her a drink too, but she suddenly got an idea and said she couldn't finish it, so he had to help her. He said he had another one, but she again said it was more than she needed, so he had to help her finish. He drank it, and she was shy because it was going to be an indirect kiss. She was about to drink it, but she dropped it and was very sad. Rentaro gave her the handkerchief, but she held his hand and confessed her love. She was shy and told him that she didn't confess to listening to his answer so he could think about it. He was also shy and excited. But suddenly Karain came, and she was having a lot of drinks which she bought for Rentaro. She started fighting with Hikari out of her jealousy. Ultimately, she also confessed her feelings for Rentaro. They were about to leave, but he stopped them, and they said he had to choose one of them. At home, he was stressed to choose one. So, he went to the shrine and asked God what other people do in such a situation. God told him that it wasn't normal, because when Rentaro was born God was watching TV and he made a mistake and wrote 100 in the box of soulmates. God told him that soulmates are blessings, but if one doesn't love his or her soulmate then all the bad luck comes to him or her and will die. Rentaro was shocked to think that if he chose one then the other would die. He was very sad. While came back he thought of cheating them. The next day they were waiting for him. When he came, they asked for his answer, but he was in a bad condition. He bowed his head and said he loved both of them. Last night when he decided to cheat, he punched himself because he had experienced very well how it feels when someone cheats on you or hurts your feelings. He told them that he knew it sounded very awkward to date 2 girls, but he would make sure to make them the happiest persons in this world. Karain was mad, but he showed them the 4-petaled flowers, and they were shocked. He told them that he asked for the help of the teacher he had helped earlier and spent his night searching for the flowers. Karain was still angry, but Hikari was holding her. He told them that he wanted to confess his love by giving them these flowers, and they lusted. Hikari accepted it and Karain also had to because of her jealousy. This was how Rentaro got his first 2 soulmates. The next day he was talking with the pole that he was very lucky in these days because today he'd go to school with his soulmates. Suddenly Karain and Hikari came in. Karain was a little mad with him, but suddenly Hikari grabbed his hand and started praising the day, but he was shocked because he had touched a girl's hand for the first time. Karain was jealous so he grabbed her hand too and started walking. Hikari asked him to summon her by her first name. She was very happy to hear that now Karain also wanted the same and went shy when he called her by her first name. Now they went to school, and everyone was staring at them. Suddenly they saw Baba the voice principal running after a boy. Girls told him that if Baba saw anyone running, she grabbed him and French kissed him. They were shocked to see the torture of Baba. Hikari asked Rentaro if he kissed anyone, but he said no. The girls thought that they had a golden chance to get his first kiss. During the lunch break, Hikari offered him her lunch and fed him. He was very happy she was trying to be close. But Karain also disturbed them by giving her kakis to him in his eye. Now Hikari started trying to be kissed by him, but Karain always went between them and destroyed the moment. They were angry with each other, but suddenly Rentaro understood that they wanted a kiss. He stopped them and said he had already made a plan for his first kiss with them. Girls were obsessed with his cuteness, and now he started telling them the plan that how they could kiss and not see each other, so nobody would know about whom Rentaro kissed first. At the end of the plan, he told them to make a pinky promise so that there would be no mess. They promised, and the game started. When he went to kiss her, he by chance grabbed the chest, which ultimately made him understand that she was Hikari. This turn ruined, and he told this to Karain also. Now they again started, but a cat was staring at them, and it saw Karain's panties and started rubbing them. Karain became angry and started punching Rentaro, but when she removed her blindfold, she was guilty of knowing that it was a cat. Now they started over, but all the times they failed to kiss because of some misunderstandings. Karain and Hikari started fighting, but Rentaro stopped them and said it was his fault that he had not kissed anyone. He started running, they were chasing after him, and he summoned Baba. She grabbed him, but Karain started stopping her, and Hikari summoned board officers and Baba ran away. He told them that the matter was only the kiss, so he thought to be kissed by Baba the kiss devil, but the girls told him that he could kiss the other one. He was shocked to see that and grabbed them. Now they again went to kiss, and he told them to kiss each other at the same time. The girls were not ready at first, but agreed. They grabbed their hands and kissed each other. This was how this first intense kiss of Rentaro happened. Now they went to the library because the girls wanted to get the recipes for Rentarō. He went to see a book and met with a girl by chance, and a sudden electric shock ran through their bodies. Her name was Shizuka. She was talking with him through a book. She asked him if she could help him because she was the librarian. But he thought that talking wasn't allowed in the library, so he started making signs. But she told him that she didn't find it easy to talk with others, so she used a book. She was about to leave, but he asked her for some romantic books with complete endings because he was obsessed with cute love stories. Shizuka started collecting the books, and there were a lot. At the counter he came to know from the librarian that his card had to be renewed, so he couldn't take those books. He was disappointed, but Shizuka gave him a book that belonged to her. He asked for her name, and she showed him her card. He also introduced himself, and they were also classmates. Now he went to Karain and Hikari. They were still reading the cooking books, and he was so glad to see such pure love. At home, he started reading the book. It was a love story of a warrior and a princess. They were in deep love, but suddenly the story ended because it was the first volume only. He was obsessed with the story. The next day Shizuka was having the next volume, and when Rentaro came she was shy. But Rentaro saw the book and asked for it. She gave him, and he thought to pay her something. They were leaving, and Karain and Hikari were fighting for recipes. He bought her a drink and they started talking. He told her that he liked the book very much. She was still replying to him with the text of the book. He was surprised, and she told him that she didn't have a friend because nobody wanted to talk with her. She also told him that he could stay away from him, but he asked to borrow the first volume again, and she gave him. Now Shizuka was doing her regular work in the library, and the librarian asked her what changed because Shizuka was looking great these days. Shizuka became shy and started denying it. Now she was arranging the books and saw the book that was the cause of her meeting with Rentaro. Now she waited 3 days, but Rentaro didn't come to take the book from her. Now she was walking and saw Rentaro with Hikari and Karain. Rentaro was enjoying the company of Hikari and Karain, and Shizuka thought this wasn't the first time someone ditched her. Her friends and her mother even abused her because she didn't talk with words. She was very sad. Now she was in the library, and Rentaro came and asked her to install an app on her phone because it was safe. Now when she opened it there was the book. He told her that she could use this app to say her words because it was made like this. She was very surprised, and he told her that he couldn't force her to talk if she didn't want to. He asked her to try it, and she told him that she loved him. She started crying and told him not to give it a concern. But he told her that he also loves her. It was like brightness came into the princess's life with the coming of the warrior. Now he took Shizuka to Karain and Hikari. He told them about his new girlfriend, and Karain was angry with him, but Hikari wasn't. He told them that he'd never leave them alone at any cost. If they hurt them then he'd attempt suicide. These were only the first 3 girlfriends. What will happen next in this story? Subscribe to the channel for the latest updates.